Seize. Woo!
There we go. Finally.
Master Garland, we have control of the Concio House. Send word to the company men in the city to lay down arms. There is no point in further bloodshed. And I'll
At
let...
once, we must also assume the safety of the Dog and Dolgressa. They were thrown into the leads with the other political prisoners. I've sent runners to check on them. We should have word shortly.
Thank you.
And what should we have done with Senator Dawes? The troops apprehended him as he attempted to escape.
His fate is in Doldritton's hands now.
Very well.
Zaid.
Zaid!
Sister, Sir Ritten, you're safe. Thanks to you, I cannot find the words to fully express my gratitude.
Thank you, Zaid. The sweet little boy I knew has become a mighty commander.
My strength...
There's a lot of dialogue at the end of this.
Yeah, my strength pales next to yours, sister. What do you intend to do to me? You have no right to detain me like this. I am a senator of the Republic. I descend from a great and noble line. Senator Dulles. Doldritton, my lord, this has all been a terrible mistake. That scoundrel Vilwis, he threatened to kill me if I did not procure the key to the treasury. Enough, Senator. Don't embarrass yourself with another word. You will be brought to trial. There you may present your arguments, and will be given due process according to the laws of the Republic. Until then, you may reflect on your crimes beneath the leads. I extend you the same courtesy you did me and my dear wife. Prison, is it? The perfect place to make me disappear forever. If you mean to kill me, do it here, coward. I do not believe in lynchings, Senator. I follow the law. As should any man who seeks to lead a country as great as ours. Are you sure leaving him alive is wise? Venetia must always be charitable and just. It is precisely those values that men like Senator Dulles have been seeking to erode in recent years. This week's sad events present us with an opportunity. I shall find wise and able citizens to fill the Concio's vacant seats, and together restore Venetia to its true character. Only through reform can I properly express my gratitude and respect for the senators and other men and women who lost their lives. I swear to you, Zaid, with time, I'll make this republic one that you and Nina can be proud of.
Rose Adrian, the Knights of Keela wish to speak with you.
Those ones who helped us liberate the city? Good. I was hoping for a chance to thank them. I'll go see them at once. I wonder what brings them so far from Lana Sanctum. Well met, Lord Z. Oh, you're this one, yeah, let you take care of that.
Well met, Lord Zadrian. I'm Captain Aslan of the Knights of Keela. Whatever. On behalf of all my sisters, allow me to thank you for quelling this terrible insurrection. Were it not for you, Lady Nina might have died.
The depth of gratitude is mine, Captain, but I don't understand. What is Nina to you? Our war...
No, she's my ward. She is to be sainted at Lana Sanctum.
Oh, God.
Where she will serve as the Earth Maiden and dedicate herself to prayer until she reaches adulthood. We came to escort her to the Sanctum, but before we could leave...
The chaos in the city erupted. I see. So Nina is to be another of the Circlet Maidens. That must weigh heavily on the Dolge and Doldressa.
Yes, it is great honor for the young lady, but for her parents, a sad day. They've known for a year now, but the Sanctum requires that the maiden's candidacy be kept a secret. I'm sure they wish to tell you.
I wish they had.
Actually, my lord, I was hoping I might beg a boon of you.
Of course, if it is within my power.
Do you think you could persuade Princess Aetholfis to return to the Sanctum? Time and time again, we have tried to bring her home, but she will not listen.
No, I'm not losing my healer. Fuck you.
Okay, you'll get a new one. Perhaps she might reconsider if it came from you.
Forgive me, Captain, but I doubt that. My brother tried to make her see the wisdom in it while she sojourned in Maleda. You must understand the princess's position. Also, I noticed some, just veering away from the dialogue, I noticed some, punctual stuff that's kind of a mistranslation, like the three S's. Because
yeah.
if you do the apostrophe at the end of an S, it's kind of already implied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Her people were suffering, her kingdom on the brink of defeat. She would not dream of putting her own safety above that of her subjects. She made it very clear that is not who she is. And if Zek could not convince her, I fear my odds are slimmer yet. I see.
I see. Are you sure you don't want Nina instead?
Oh god, yeah. Oh god. I keep stepping over your lines. It's been so long.
The Stella Cruz, about the princess's left thigh, holds enough power to alter the course of the world. Her thighs can save the world.
Thick thighs save lives.
Lana Nina believes the dark forces at play in Vestaria. Princess Aetholphus would have fallen to the wrong hands. The consequences would be beyond description.
Is it Aetholphus?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I keep calling her Athol, like...
Well, I mean, like, that's, like, her preferred term. That's just her full name.
Okay, because every time I say Athol, it sounds like asshole.
Aetholphus.
Athol, yeah.
She is young. She does not understand. There are shadows at our shores, but Lana Near is sorely afraid.
As am I, Captain. I assure you I would die before I let any harm befall our kingdom's last hope, and I know there is no safer place for Her Highness than the Sanctum. I would return her there myself were it my choice.
Very well. You cannot force her against their... cannot force her there against her will. But at least permit me to send an escort with you to keep the Star Maiden safe. It cannot be, as I must deliver Lady Nina to the Sanctum. However, I know just who might serve you best. Yari, will you go with Lord Zadrian?
Of course, Captain. I will defend Princess Aetholphus with my life.
And can I count on you, Rubina?
Now and always, my captain. None shall harm the Star Maiden so long as I draw breath.
Alright, Eagle Rider Yari join me. Eagle Rider Rubina join me. Dolgaressa, 1,000 pardons. Who is it? Oh, yeah. Why, 'tis I. Surely you remember my voice.
I fear I don't.
Oh, scandal, and here I thought you loved me. Can you hear my heart breaking? I will not
tolerate these games. Show yourself.
It's me, Bia. Really, does every man who professes love at your door meet with such stern words?
Theodel, is that you?
The one and only. How long has it been? 10 years? I have missed you dearly. After all, you were my first love.
You are a boy of 5, Theo. It's a wonder you even remember what I look like.
Oh boy. Of course I remember. Every line, every feature. I remember that painting on... Yeah. I'm just gonna say, I love the music. Like, Fire Emblem and Kaga games never have a bad soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that painting on the wall. It hung in Redessa when we were together, did it not? You haven't aged a day.
And you haven't matured a day, if you think to impress me with some schoolboy flattery like that. But yes, my husband painted that portrait of me. I've asked him time and time again to take it down. We're far too old for such sentimentalities, but he seems to think it's charming. Ugh, I shouldn't be telling you any of this. Why are you here? Did you finish your training in Vesta? Has Lana Near given you leave?
Well, funny you should mention that. My training is complete. I returned to Frist to find us on the brink of war. So naturally, I decided to enter the fray, but... Mother, I'm back. Father wanted me to... Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you had company.
Come here, Nina. I would like you to meet Theodel. He's a friend of Zane's.
Good day. I'm Nina. Well, hello there, Nina. Aren't you adorable? What a pleasure it is to meet you. Thank you.
Theodel, I'm only telling you this because you're from the Sanctum, but Nina has been chosen to join the maidens there. I'm sure she would appreciate anything you could tell her about her new home.
She's to be a circle maiden? But she's so young. It must have come as a shock. What about you, Nina? Are you scared? A little bit. Well, today you lucked out because I'm going to tell you everything I know. Unfortunately, I've never been to the Circlet Tower. That place is for you and your sisters to be, and no one else. It's most sacred. You should ask Princess Ethel about it. Why haven't you? Oh, well, I don't know. Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Nina doesn't want to. She says it's too painful of a subject for the princess.
And how would you know that? I don't know. I just do.
Nina is more attuned to the people's feelings than you or I. She can see into people's hearts. And how are you, Theodel?
Captain Aslan? How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. I saw you on the battlefield, you know. Our eyes met, and then you scurried away.
Forgive me. Pray know I am deeply sorry for leaving the sanctum without permission. My country needed me, so I answered. I sent Lana Nira a letter of apology.
Yes, well, peace. I did not come here to take jabs at you, but you distressed the Lana greatly. Vestal priests shouldn't be meddling in worldly affairs. You broke the precepts when you took up arms for Mileta.
Is it against the precepts to defend the people of Vestaria from imperial tyranny?
You call it tyranny. Solvia calls it justice. But you're both wrong. War is just war.
And also, man, these
Vestal mages break the friggin' that law all the time.
Every...
Taking sides in these wars.
Here's the thing. In Kaga games, they say... Kaga games are infamous for them always taking sides. You know?
Yeah.
It's like...
We're a neutral faction. Well, you say that.
Every neutral faction in any story usually chooses the player's side in the end. Or the protagonist's side in the end.
It's all an act of selfishness on all sides. There is no right or wrong. You know that.
So the Lana would have me drop all this and return to the sanctum? She
said you have to make that choice yourself. I've said enough. This is Nina's day. Speak to her. Help ease her fears.
Alright, Nina, shall we step out onto the terrace? I have so much to tell you about. Yes, let's. Oh, pardon me. Who might you be? Good day, Dolge Written. I hope you don't mind me borrowing Nina for a moment. Beatrice, a strange boy just kidnapped her daughter.
Oh, hush you. She'll be right outside.
Sorry, that just...
Like, in all fairness, Ren doesn't know this man at all.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, let me take... It'd be like if some random guy just, like, took your wife and was like, I'm gonna take her out to dinner real quick. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The strange boy's name is Theodel. He's the true-born son of the Duke of Frau, one of Mileta's 4 duchies. He and Zayd were the closest of friends.
Well, all well and good, though his bearing rankles me a bit. We should be selective about who our daughter keeps company with. You've known him since he was little, then?
Yes, well, for a short time at least. My father took Theo as his ward for a year. You must have met him. He came to us after the Black Death spread from the mainland of Vestaria. Theodel was only 5 when it hit Frau. He lost his mother. A boy his age would have succumbed as well had his father not acted swiftly and placed him in my father's care.
Oh, yes, I think I remember now. You did most of the looking after him, as I recall. He loved you to pieces.
Yes, Zayd and I had lost our mother as well, so I had to step up and care for both boys. They're the same age, like twins really. 2 little wildlings who couldn't be kept from the fields and mountains. But after 1 short year, the plague passed and Theo was returned to his father in Thrall. I didn't realize that he would be subjected to what he would be subjected to. I married and left Mileta, but years later, Zaid told me the most horrible.
It's alright. You don't have to continue.
No, I need to talk to someone about it. The Duke of Thrall remarried, and his new wife was a complete and utter deviant. She abused Theo most terribly.
Abused him? He was the heir to the duchy. Where was his father?
Abed was the plague. His wife had become accustomed to running Thrall as she thought fit. The year after Theo's return, the Duke died. The duchy passed to Theo, but Lady Thrall was named regent until he came of age. The abuse continued. I can only imagine she saw Theo as an obstacle to her own child ascending to the duchy.
And no one intervened at all?
The lady was from House Frist, and she brought her own servants to Thrall with her. They must have seen fit to guard her secrets.
That's revolting. The poor boy.
He endured it as long as he could, and then finally fled Thrall and wandered his way back to Redessa. He was only 7. He must have been alone on the road for a week at least, begging for food. By the time he was reunited with Zaid, he was on the brink of death.
And what then?
My father learned what happened and flew into a rage. Why shouldn't he? He went to Thrall personally to censor the lady. But she denied it all and mocked my father, called him a fool for allowing a child to sweep him up with obviously false stories. She and House Frist immediately lodged their own complaint with the king and accused my father of using Theo to seize control of Thrall. And the king believed her. He forbade my father from interfering any further in Thrall's affairs. There was nothing more to be said.
Oh.
But my father knew Theo might well be killed if left in the lady's care any longer. So he proposed the boy's ordainment.
To become a priest and abandon his claim to the duchy.
Yes, Vestarian law forbids men of the class from holding such lands and title. Of course, the lady accepted the proposal at once. Theo would be clearing the way for her own son to claim power.
That's clever, and probably saved his life.
Theo was taken in a monastery in Redessa, where he began his studies as a novice. He was given no special treatment to avoid raising suspicion. But then there's a tacit understanding with the abbot that he would be allowed to spend time with Zaid. My brother was only but 7 himself, but he cared for his friend, and no doubt wanted to keep him safe. The two were inseparable until Theo turned 12 and was transferred to Vesta.
They must be very close indeed. Did the Lady Thrall ever receive her comeuppance?
Who knows? But considering her ties to Frist and Frist's role in instigating the war with Empire.
Yes, well, I hope she got what she deserved.
On another subject, darling, would you do me a favor?
What is that?
Take down that dreadful portrait of me. Hang it in the bedroom if you must, but it's mortifying to make it here have it here in the living room, for all to see.
I will most certainly not. Not in 100 years. That painting is a symbol of our love.
And totally not a stock asset.
Yeah,
Come here, you scoundrel. I'm pretty sure this is just one of the basic SRPG backgrounds.
If it is, I'll have to look into that. If it is, then yeah, but Kaga does...
You. Come here, you scoundrel.
Yeah, you already said that.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if I did.
Yeah, you did. I interrupted you, though, because I think this is actually a unique asset. I'm not entirely sure, though.
It might be.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
It don't look like her.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If it's not stock, I'm like, no wonder she hates it.
Yeah.
I don't like her at all.
Exactly.
She dye her hair?
Yeah. Admiring the sea again, Highness?
Zaid.
What's wrong? Are you unwell? Have you been crying?
What? No, It's nothing.
Is there anything I can do to help? I know that I'm young and uncultured. I always say the wrong things to women, but I'm here to listen, if you need me.
Zaid, do you think me selfish?
Selfish? Of course not. The idea never even crossed my mind. Why would you say that?
Someone I respect gave me a good scolding. She said I need to think about more than just myself. And frankly, she's right. But I don't want to go with her. I just don't. Yeah, I guess she was talking to Aslan.
Yeah,
Even if it means I'm being selfish.
I don't understand, Highness. Did something happen?
Say it, I want to stay here with you. Promise me that I can. That is, if you want me to.
Oh, forgive me, Highness. There's a runner here for me. Could you hold that thought? I'll return shortly. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Baka.
Like, what the fuck?
But, oh. Oh.
Just the long pause there.
This is why I was engaged to your brother instead of you.
Yep. Just all the stuff. Yeah, like, I'm back, Highness. I'm sorry it took so long. Now, what was it you were saying?
Oh, nothing. It's alright.
Jesus Christ.
Master Garland will scold me if I keep you out here. You should return to council. I'll tarry here a while longer, and take in the feast before returning to my chamber. You don't have to worry. The good knights here will keep me safe.
Very well. I look forward to seeing you at supper then.
God damn it, Zay, take a hint.
Yeah, I know. Right?
There's that look on her face of everything. She's like, oh fuck, he actually left.
I know.
Lady Nina, are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you all so much for helping to keep Mother and Father safe, and for putting Senator Dolus in that gal's cell where he can't cause any more mischief. Now I can leave Venetia with an untroubled heart. And you...
My sweet Nina.
It's alright, Mother. You and Father and Zaid have made me strong. I'll be back one day, but right now I have to go to Lana's Sanctum and become the best Earth Maiden I can be. Take care of each other until I return. I mean it.
Nina, wait. Can't we just... No, I promised I wouldn't do this.
I'll miss you too, Mother. ... Damn it. Why'd this day have to come so soon? ... Come on, let me get to the save, please.
Not today.
Master Garland, have we had any luck recruiting new troops? Yes, my lord.
Today alone, 100 men came forward. All turncoats from the Villeways Free Company. But as soldiers go, they are reasonably well trained. But it's been over 3 months now since our flight to Venetia, and our army has been tripled in size. I believe it's time to retake our homeland.
Yes, and find out what happened to my brother. I would march this very day if I could, but the seaways are closed to us. How are we to return to Maleda?
The shortest route would be the high road through the Kinross Fire in Solus. Into Solus, not in Solus. Unfortunately, Spire has been grappling with its own set of troubles in recent years. They will not soon welcome an army marching across their lands. The only way to bypass Fire is to scale the Kral Mountains. There may be a way to cut north from the Luca village and reach western Solus directly. From there, we make our way east across the steppe, and then only the Eerie Desert stands between us and Redessa.
Oh, is it that easy? Can any man climb the crawls at this time of year, let alone an army?
I do not know. The Luca Elder will have those answers. As a matter of fact, I was planning to pay him a visit.
Splendid. I will accompany you. Oh. You're not planning on going to Luca village alone without me, are you?
I'm coming too. I haven't seen Ma in ages.
Count me in. I hope the Elder hasn't thrown out his back again. Oh, come on.
It's never stopped. It never stops.
Elder, how are you? I heard you were feeling unwell.
I'm old. Oh,
Oh, that bad.
I wish you didn't have to see me like this. Ever since Sister Alicia left, my body's been a temple of ruin. I can hardly rise from bed these days. It's not fair. A sprightly stallion like me reduced this pitiful pile of pain. Oof, my back. So, to what do I owe this visit?
I was hoping you might know of a way north through the crawls. The only road shown on Venetia's map is the high road through Spire. Perhaps there's another secret way?
You want to cross the crawls? Might as well climb onto your own graves, my lord. Folks don't call the crawls the Norlands as the twin parapets we're now seeing. These mountains are impassable.
I see. That is a pity. Pardon the intrusion, but if you're looking for a path through the crawls, I believe there's one marked on our village's map. Who are you?
This is Beck, a very old friend of mine, and I've known since boyhood. He's the elder of Folly, a border village that lies far to the north and at the foot of the crawls. He and his men come down to Luca once a year to trade. Mountain wares mostly. Now that I think about it, of course they'd have a map.
And you say there's a pass, one that might lead to Solus. I must see this map. Allow me to accompany you back to Foley. I trust you will be returning anon.
I cannot read that without thinking of like a 4chan post or...
Yes, exactly. I trust you will be returning, sir.
Yes, yes, I should like to, but...
But what?
There's a problem. Father, the others' wounds are mending well, but they need to stay off their feet for at least a week more. We cannot depart today. But Lilia, the villagers are waiting for our return. The herbs especially could mean the difference between life and death for our sick. Tell that to the brigands. You think they don't know we'll be returning too? Attempting the journey would be madness. Brigands, is it? Oh wait, this is you.
Brigands, is it? So that's the problem. Tell me more. What exactly happened? How many men did they have? Perhaps we can provide an appropriate escort.
You would do that? Thank you, my lord. As Cornelius mentioned before... Who is Cornelius?
Cornelius.
Oh. Right.
I'm Cornelius, mighty dragon hunter Cornelius, slayer of dragons.
Continue.
As Elder Cornelius mentioned before, me and my men and I come down from Folly once a year to trade what we reap from the mountains. We load our wain with dried meat, dairy products, and pelts, and sell the lot in Lucca and the capital. With the denarii, we purchase processed goods and other sundries we need back in the village. Healing herbs in particular are difficult to come by in our part of the mountains.
But this time, things did not go as planned.
No, my daughter Lilia, is the village priestess. We departed 7 days ago, accompanied by 50 of our toughest young men, but halfway down the mountain.
You were beset by brigands.
Yes, they've always been a problem, and we've always been ready, but this time they came out in such numbers. There must have been 100 or more. Our lads fought tooth and nail to fend the bastards off, but their wounds were so dire, we've had to tarry here in Lucca whilst they recover.
Beck is an old friend of mine. When we were boys, we used to pretend we were the 5 heroes. Remember, Beck?
Elder, I keep telling you, Beck is my father's name. I am his son, Mayshed. That's a Vestaria. That's a Vestaria Saga reference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In Tearing Saga, there's a guy named Machen who is class is a boss. And here's the thing: his highest growth is 15%. But in the chapter after he joins, there's a shop that's looking for a male to take over, and you can put him into that shop for him to take over.
Well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Don't antagonize him, Father. He's old. You can't expect him to remember everything. Oh, right. Sorry, Cornelius, my, old friend.
I've heard enough. Is the wain driver well enough to travel? How long to the village was the wain in tow?
I can drive the wain myself. If we leave Luca early enough in the morning, we can reach Folly by nightfall.
Splendid. We'll provide a new escort. 50 of our knights should do do for those knaves.
Thank you, my lord. Truly, thank you. The elder here has told me how formidable Miletta's knights are. I'm certain I am in very capable hands.
Let me join the escort. Some of the wounded are friends of mine. Those brigand cowards will pay.
I've known Lilia since we were children. If you don't mind, boss, I'd like to come along and help. Although, to be frank, I hardly recognize her. Is that really you under all those robes? Mind your tongue, you scamp, and stop staring. Of course it's me. You certainly haven't changed with manners like that. It's just you used to be so short and stubby. You were always covered head to toe with dirt and grime and bruises from the other boys. How many dunks and holy water did you take to turn into this? Come here, you wooden-brained, barn-smelling oaf, and I'll show you. Now that's the Lily I know. If you're going to Folly, I'd like to come too. Master Garland, won't you need my help?
No, my lord. I can handle a few mountain rabble. They're like little Galatians on the run. I'll make sure they never trouble anyone again.
Is this a Gaiden chapter?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Venetia with Princess Aetolphus. We may have sworn the coup, but there are 1,000 soldiers stationed in the city. Even a day with you absent could be enough to tip their allegiances in another direction.
Very well, then I leave this matter in your hands.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, Zeph.
Yeah, no problem.
I know that this is really the first time that we've ever really interacted.
Yeah.
Sorry that I'm kind of an awkward guy when it comes to people, so
No worries.
thanks.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking about Vestaria Saga. Yeah. But yes.
I think I forgot to save.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, but anyway, I'll see you next. Anyway, this has been fun, but
Yeah.
I've got to head out.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I mean, you could just save on the first turn, in case it didn't save. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yes. I would be happy to join you again another time, if you would like. Also, Chapter 6 is much shorter.
I figured that they usually do long chapter, then short chapter, then long chapter.
Yeah. I think the next two are fairly short.
Alright.
But yeah. Thanks for having me. Yeah. I had fun talking about Vestaria.
Yeah. And I'll be to my audience, I'll be linking his channel in the description. Please check him out. Check him, he's, again, you're self-translating as you play along with Vestaria Saga Gaiden, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
Alrighty, yeah. So definitely check him out. He's a lot of fun. So.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll make sure to, on my next video, link you as well.
Thank you very much.
Alright, well, have a good one.
You too.
See you later.
Later.